Hey guys, welcome to example 3 of 9.4. We're looking at limits of partial sums and infinite series. An infinite series is basically a series just that never ends, or a sequence that never ends. And so for this, it would be from 1 to infinity for a sub n. And in this case, you can see that the ellipses are at the end, meaning that this series just never ends. So we're looking at partial sums, so we're only going to take part of that sequence or that series at a time. And so we want to see which ones converge and which ones don't. And so let's look at A. So when we're looking at a partial sum, it basically means that in this case it says look at the first 5 partial sums. So if I want a partial sum, the idea is that for A, so far 0.1 is the first term, right? So if I just added just that first number, I would just get 0.1, and that's the first partial sum. The second partial sum means I'm going to add the first 2 of that series, so it would be 0.1 plus 0.01, and that'd be 0.11, and so forth, right? The third term would be 0.1 plus 0.01 plus 0.001, that's 0.111, so forth. So this plus this plus this plus this, right, would get you the 2, 3, 4. That would get you the fourth partial sum, and the fifth partial sum, self-explanatory at this point, would be that. So that is the first 5 partial sums of that infinite series. And where is this thing heading? Well, if you just keep doing 0.111111, you'll see that this thing is approaching 1/9. And so that means it's going to converge to 1/9. Okay? It's kind of like a limit. So for part B, here's again an infinite, let's see, it's an infinite series. It looks arithmetic because the common difference is 10. But again, if I'm writing the partial sums, the first one, if I just took first term would just be 10. The second sum would be 10 plus 20, which is 30. Then it'd be 10 plus 20 plus 30, which is then 60. The fourth partial sum would be 100, and then 150. So there's 5 for us to look at. And in this case, we can see that it does not converge. This thing is just going to keep increasing and head to infinity. So we will say that this diverges. All right, on to C. First partial sum would be 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. That's your second partial sum. Back to 1, back to 0, back to 1. And again, as you can see, it oscillates between 1 and 0, so this diverges.